Hey indie bike dealers, Fitzy here with Buddy Pegs Media, back with another in our series of bike shop barrel adjusts, where we give you simple ideas to connect with your family customers, sell more bikes, and more importantly, inspire people to ride for life. When your staff does an exceptional job selling kids' bikes, not just a good job, but an exceptional job, two things are going to happen. One, you're going to sell more kids' bikes, and they're typically high margin products. And two, you're going to have a chance to show customers how great your staff is and that your staff really cares and really listens. So when that customer leaves the shop with a new bike to give to a kid, they're also going to leave with a story to give their friends and families about what an incredible experience they had at your shop. And I haven't even mentioned growing your future customers through kids' bike sales, right? That just goes without saying. So let's shortcut the time it takes to train your staff to hit it out of the park every time they sell a new kids bike, okay? All right, first thing, you have to take the time to let them know how important kids bike sales in your mind are. Because if you don't, they're just gonna continue to muddle through kids bike sales, not thinking that they're important. So carve out the time and let them know that they are important. Okay, once you communicate the long-term benefit of selling kids bikes to your staff, I want you to set them up for success with 4 simple questions that'll make it as easy as possible to sell kids bikes. For this scenario, let's pretend that the adult coming into the store doesn't have a kid with them. But if they do have a kid with them, it's easy to reframe these questions and direct the questions to the child instead of the adult. And I'm intentional about the order that these questions go in, so hear me out. First, who are they riding with and where? You might find out that they're only riding streets and bike paths, or maybe they're riding dirt roads and single track. Maybe they're heading to the skate park or the BMX park. Maybe they're riding with family, maybe they're riding with friends. But look, not every kid's bike is the same, so know what bike is the best bike to offer for that kid, okay? Okay, 2, how athletic is the child? If they're very athletic, cool, you might be able to size them up a little bit just to extend the life of that bike for the kid because they're going to be balanced and fine. Or maybe you really want to make sure they get on some suspension because they're really athletic and they're going to be riding off-road. If they're not athletic, think about maybe a wider tire, a more upright position, lower standover height. You know, things that will really set that kid up for success. Okay, 3, color. Color is important. Don't get too far into the bike sale if you don't know if there's a color that really matters. Because you could have the perfect bike in stock for that child, but if it's the wrong color, you're not gonna make the sale. So find that out as fast as possible. Okay, 4, how old are they? At this point, you've probably figured that out and the customer's probably told you that they're looking for a bike for their 5-year-old. But if they haven't told you how old the child is, ask them how old Ralphie is. And then of course, grab a copy of B.S. for Bicycles if you forget what size wheel goes with what age, because right on the back here we have our sizing guide, and very quickly you can figure out from a child's age what wheel size to recommend. Okay, so these questions, we've also structured them as a mnemonic device, right? Easy to remember, something that's easy to remember. And yep, we are talking about getting W.A.C.O. So we have these free downloads for you, so you can use these as training tools for your staff and remind them W.A.C.O, W.A.C.O, right? So who and where, how aggressive or athletic is the child, is color important, and O, how old are they? Yeah, I get it. It sounds a little stupid, W.A.C.O, and you're probably thinking, hey, kids bikes? I don't make any money on kids bikes, right? It's not a lot of dollars per transaction. But look, you're stocking the bikes, right? You already have them, so why not take a little bit of time to make it a little bit more efficient for your staff to sell the bikes and at the same time build stronger relationships with your customers. The reality is most bike shop employees haven't started their families yet and they have very little personal insight into kids or what they need. So throw them a lifeline, give them a little bit of extra support and training in how to sell a kid's bike and you're going to be super rewarded by that. Or don't, and keep the kids' bikes jumbled up over by the car racks, with their primary value being that you can use them to tack on a couple extra bikes to an order to get free freight. But that's not you. You're a pro shop. You're going to knock it out of the park. So hit us up for your W.A.C.O training sheets. Thanks for subscribing to this channel down below. And as always, keep your thumbs up and the rubber side down.